Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message for Thursday, May the 5th. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This reading could resonate today or over the next several days. This reading may or may not be for you. This reading is also not sign specific, although I will call out any zodiac signs that I do feel need mentioning throughout the reading. We have a very interesting transit today with the astrology. We have the sun conjunct Uranus. So when I think of the sun is like vitality, energy, it's illumination, it's the brightest light in the world is the sun. And so with it conjunct Uranus, it's like this wake-up call, I feel like illuminating a wake-up call, unexpected change, upheaval in order for us to kind of step into freedom as a collective. And I keep being shown the word rebellious. So it's this strong triggering urge or this awakening, this internal awakening when it comes to breaking free from negativity, breaking free from our mundane daily routine of this programmed society box that we kind of live in, and breaking free from normal day-to-day activities. And it's like this non-conformist energy coming up. So you think of the sun. The sun represents our vitality. It's also a representation of our conscious ego, the self-expression, self-acceptance. And the energy is asking us to establish and harness our creative life force energy through the solar plexus. And so when I think of solar plexus, that's vitality. And when we have blockages in the solar plexus, it's usually linked to guilt and shame when it comes to some past actions. So I feel, and health is in focus in the energies today. So when we have a well-developed sense of ego, of self, then, we can really live in that heart-centered reality coming from the heart space. So I feel the energy is kind of bringing forward this deep internal activation when it comes to integrating these energies on a personal level. So, if your sun is poorly integrated, then you're going to have issues accessing this love on your heart, and therefore going to have trouble accessing love for another or even embracing your own caring, empathic nature. So I feel a lot being illuminated and activated when it comes to life purpose in the energies today and how you want to maybe come forward and make your mark in the world. So with the sun conjunct Uranus, it's like this questioning energy, questioning tradition, questioning our values, and questioning these distorted thought patterns that have been programmed through society and through our family lineage. And I feel establishing a new way of thinking, a new way of being, and breaking all of these society conforming energies. And so I feel like breaking the rules, and who says that's a rule kind of energy. So it's like this huge distaste for doing things how we've always done it. And this is what we're here to be and to do, is to be these trailblazers, to show the collective there's a different way of living, there's a different way of being in society. So I feel with the Uranus energy, it's about getting back to self-integrity. It's about, releasing any expectations, avoiding labeling people, places, and things as good or bad. And I think the energy is likely to bring forward some triggering when it comes to where you feel offended by another or something like that. So, and it's going to be this maddening energy when it comes to anybody who is very stubborn in your life. And if you're the stubborn one, then you might find this maddening mental capacity kind of taking place in the mind space. So I feel get ready for an unexpected shakeup, an unexpected event. Do embrace this change, no matter how this change comes in. It is change for the better in order to open up your mind at a deeper personal level when it comes to this expanded consciousness that we're here to kind of evolve into. So we can't keep being these stubborn pricks, staying stuck in these old, outdated patterns. because then it's just going to create all kinds of challenges with resentment and bitterness in our lives. And we're all kind of being pushed out of that comfort zone. So, you know, sometimes we don't really want to leave that comfort zone because it's like our creature comforts, but it's not really a place of growth. It's not a place of expansion. And so the energies are trying to push us out of that comfort zone and to do something that we've never done before. So if you want to work with crystals in the energy today, I do suggest sunstone and blue sapphire. And something about the throat. There's a need to kind of find that truth and speak that truth. So throat chakra activations in the energies today. But let's jump in with some cards and we'll see what other energies need to come through. I am going to start off with the Illumination Oracle deck, Hopes and Wishes. What are your hopes and wishes? Are they your hopes and wishes, or are they your parents' hopes and wishes? So hopes and wishes, and there's that spiraling energy, a need to regain control. If you really want to go after your best life, you might need to take a risk. You might have to take a leap of faith and jump into that void. And I feel maybe you're going to need to reject somebody, or maybe somebody's afraid of taking a risk when it comes to bringing forward an offer because they deeply fear rejection. And I think, you know, rejection would be way better than, you know, living a life of regret because you didn't take that risk, because somebody is definitely missing another, thinking about taking a risk, afraid of being rejected if they come forward. And, you know, fear is always an illusion of the mind. So maybe somebody fears being accused if they come forward with an offer, because maybe there was, you know, a really painful ending in the past, and maybe there was accusations in the past which kind of spiraled the two of you out of control. But there's this energy of closing out these major karmic cycles, the world, so we can stop reliving the past once and for all and get out of the shadows and into the light. I'm hearing that Kelly Clarkson song, Breakaway. Breakaway. So breaking away from traditions, breaking away from, you know, society's expectations, and kind of like going your own way. But let's see what else needs to come through. We got reliving the past, storm brewing, sadness and loss. So there was definitely an ending in the past that created a deep sense of loss, a death, an ending. And I feel these emotions have been buried below the surface for quite some time, and they're about to burst forward with a vengeance in order for perhaps a renewal or a revival of a connection that maybe you thought was dead and gone. Somebody that's left you on red for a very long time, maybe up to 4 years. And I feel this is all due to fear, inadequacy issues, fear of rejection. But there is this renewal energy coming through as somebody kind of works through a lot of confusion, mental confusion. There's still that Piscean energy, although we have Venus and Aries that's aggressively taking action. The Mars aspect in the energies is still sifting through some illusion, still sifting through some confusion when it comes to reliving a past relationship cycle, likely a deep past life connection here. And now they want me to reference Rapunzel, that was up in the tower. So I feel like there's been this big gap, this distance between two people. And there is a lot of emotions here. So there's that sun illuminating what's been hidden below the surface when it comes to this underlying grief that I feel has never fully been addressed. And there is somebody, you know, that's been climbing the ladder towards success, definitely on the right path, renewing a connection and something coming full circle when it comes to a karmic lesson. So I do feel somebody is preparing to make plans and to take action towards somebody that they're viewing as their life partner. Because this is what you prayed for. This is what you asked for. This is your hope. These are your wishes coming true. But there is a need to go deep within any residual heart pain in order for this transformation to take place. And fear is a good energy to sit in to understand all of these inadequacy issues and to break free from all of these illusions. So I do feel somebody is preparing to take action, and maybe they've been planning this for maybe 6 months now to take action, really working through some fear. I also feel somebody is very much deeply connected with some crossed over loved ones, some ancestors, and maybe you might feel that pull today to go visit a crossed over loved one at a cemetery or at a grave site to really connect with their energy. But I feel it's been a long journey. And there's been a lot of, cycling back around, reliving these past cycles in order for a lesson to kind of come full circle. But let's see what needs to come through with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck. Definitely a challenge ahead, and somebody's been in a false foundation, stuck in the matrix. And whatever foundation they've created, it's created a false sense of security around status and materialism. And I feel an awakening or a breakdown of a false foundation. It's feeling like a tower, to be honest, in order to embrace this deeper existence. We're not just here to play into this man-made prescription of go to work, come home, eat, sleep, go to work, and, rinse and repeat every day. So it's like breaking free from the society program beliefs and facing these challenges head on in order to embrace self-empowerment, self-actualization, and self-development, and to improve your situation. So it's about standing in your firm beliefs, standing firm in what it is that you want for your life. And there's that reconciliation energy. So there is going to be a reconciliation of some sort when it comes to an ending from the past that maybe one or both of you have been reliving over and over again in your head. Somebody that's likely been coming through in dream space. So pay attention to your dreams, because forgiveness is what is going to be required in order to liberate your heart from this pain that's been repressed below the surface. So let's see what else needs to come through. There's been a lot of throat chakra energies the last several days too, as we as a collective learn to activate our truth and to speak that truth into existence. So a lot of us recently have been going deep into solitude. And when we go into that state of inner peace, inner solitude, and quiet introspection, that's when we can really embrace the messages coming through from our higher self, because we are evolving beyond all of these patterns, all of these low energies. So there is a relationship dynamic coming up to be addressed. There is going to be a major shift in a very powerful way coming up here, as somebody is really opening up to that clarity, coming out of a state of confusion, piecing back together the past, and I feel really flowing through these energy shifts. So there's definitely somebody that's been spending a lot of time in solitude right recently, making those healthy choices, releasing all of these unhappy, unhealthy people out of their lives, preparing for a reconciliation, preparing for a reunion with somebody that you are deeply connected with. So I kind of feel somebody definitely is self-nurturing themselves, really embracing a healthier lifestyle as part of this expansion journey. So I kind of feel get ready for an activation when it comes to your life purpose. So really ask yourself, what have you been prompted to change? And what is the resistance to this change? Because this unexpected upheaval is coming. And the more you resist it, the more this heaviness is going to persist. So it's like this reevaluation of your entire life, reliving the past, maybe all the way back to childhood, and figuring out what you've learned throughout this lifetime and how you can apply that to your life purpose and your life's work, and bring that into fulfillment, because we are journeying towards fulfillment. But in order to do that, we have to take charge of our life. It's the fated life versus the destined life. And so there's all these fated interactions that we experience in our human existence. But when we take ownership of everything we've been through, then we can step into creating our destiny. So it's about coming into that fated, coming out of that fated comfort zone and stepping into manifesting your purpose. So I feel somebody is getting ready to walk through the doorway of a new romantic experience, which is going to bring in all kinds of unlimited abundance. And the doorway of opportunity is opening now. So I feel somebody was definitely, pulled off track when it comes to some negative influences, maybe received some poor advice of some sort. But there's going to be a major power shift here, because we have all been going within and spending time alone, to learn how to enjoy our own company. And you kind of got to sit and enjoy your own company first before you can be at peace in a relationship with another. So there's that accountability. When we embrace the healing journey, we kind of do have to look at everything we've gone through and take total ownership and accountability. We can't blame everybody else for all of the problems that happen in our lives. And if we can't take ownership of the past, how are we to ever step into these future timelines? So a lot of mirroring in the energy, and you're likely going to be put to the test when it comes to addressing a negative situation once and for all that is needing to be corrected. So major closing of all of these old soul contracts. And many of us, incarnate in our soul family, like these hubs of people. And we enter into all of these mutual agreements to catapult us further, to learn these lessons. And there's definitely this big clearing when it comes to past life karma that is happening in the energy. So I think get ready to receive greater awareness when it comes to taking action, especially when it comes to a telepathic connection where you have been connected in the spiritual realm energetically through the chakra bodies. And I do think this person has likely been coming through in dream space, trying to clear out these old outdated patterns in dream space. We do a lot of clearing of the subconscious programming in dream space. So pay attention to your dreams, because I think this has been such a very uncomfortable evaluation on the ascension journey when it comes to these past life timelines and all of these destructive habits that are still kind of remaining, and residual habits remaining that are needing to be cleared. And it's a re-evaluation before making that final choice, when it comes to moving forward with confidence. So let's jump in with some tarot and see what else needs to come through today. Look at that. We got the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like that D-Day. The Seven of Pentacles for me is like you spent a lot of time really trying to make something work that was based in an old pattern, an old mindset, and it's not working. So where are you going to plant those seeds for the future? Because the 7 and the Ace make an 8. So where do you want to put your efforts in moving forward? What is it that you truly want to invest in? So you think of Pentacles, I think of time. It's physical time. What do you want to spend your time on that will bring all of these rich rewards in the future? So, and when we plant these seeds, we kind of got to be really, really patient with ourselves. So there is this period of rest, making plans for the future, and releasing any unnecessary worry, because wherever you plant that Ace of Pentacles next, it's going to lead to a legacy. It's going to lead to a lot of financial security for yourself, for your family. It's going to lead to quite possibly like a divine inheritance, peace and contentment in your life. And this is honoring spiritual family traditions. So it's having pride in your family lineage, in your family tree, and then passing on the higher knowledge that was gained from all of your ancestral lineage, and transforming all of these negative life experiences and embracing the change that is required as we kind of break free from procrastination and step into a brand new lucrative soul contract. Follow the yellow brick road. So I think get ready for some good fortune to be bestowed if you have gone through this deep renewal process. And maybe this means the signing of a new soul contract that will lead to a business partnership of some sort. Or maybe this means the selling or purchasing of a home, or a major opportunity like that. But you're going to have to protect what it is that you've already created. And you're going to have to be prepared for a lot of upheaval, because somebody's been stuck, putting a lot of work into something that's not yielded any growth. And it's been all about the money, money, money. So I feel a masculine here that's very ungrounded, not feeling very accomplished, and is likely losing out on some financial security because they stayed in a foundation longer than they should have. And I think they're seeking some support from somebody that they're looking at as a potential life partner. Likely past life soulmate connection of some sort. So yeah, and I think there's fear. There's definitely fear of coming to face this person, because the Queen of Swords will not tolerate anybody in her life that isn't serving her higher purpose. And she's definitely been hurt in the past. So maybe you've gone through a divorce with this person, or there was definitely an ending. Usually the Queen of Swords has never been married and is very single. And this is a feminine that has released all kinds of negative situations, people, places, and things in order to honor the experience that she wants to create in her life. So it's like this judgment energy coming through. So maybe somebody's been all about the material world, and it's created confusion and likely a loss of a foundation that likely could have led to a lot of abundance and a lot of happiness. So let's get 9 cards out and see what needs to come through for the collective today. The first energy out is the Knight of Wands, followed by the 9 of Wands, and that 9 of Pentacles come out today. So 9s, rounding the completion of a major cycle. We have a very single, confident, feminine energy here. It doesn't have to be a woman, but somebody really enjoying the fruits of their labors when it comes to their transformation journey. Somebody's worked really, really hard at building stability in their life, and has really worked really hard at, enjoying inner solitude and transforming a negative situation into positive. So we now got the 2 of Pentacles out along with the 3 of Wands. So within 2 days, I think somebody will be rushing in with an offer, wanting to bring balance back into a situation. A lot of fast forward energies are coming through. We got a lot of wands here. We now got the 7 of Wands out. So let's get the last 3 cards out and let's talk about these energies, because this is feeling very, very fast, like the quickening, I want to say. A lot of accelerated action being taken when it comes to building something, because we just got that 8 of Pentacles out. So, and no more confusion. So whoever's been reliving the past in a state of confusion, there's no more confusion. Look at all of these wands. Oh my God. All right, let me show you these cards. Knight of Wands, 9 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. So that's our top row. Middle row, 3 of Wands, smack center, 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. Then we get the Moon. And then we get the 8 of Pentacles along with the 7 of Cups reversed. So the Moon can represent illusions. And somebody was under the veil of illusion in a state of confusion. But there's clarity here. There's clarity here. So within 2 days' time, within 2 weeks' time, somebody will be rushing in with an offer. Somebody's rushing in with a lot of passion, a lot of confidence. They've been very restless behind the scenes. When they know, they've got to take immediate action, because this 9 of Pentacles isn't going to stay single for long. She's very abundant. She's very magnetically attractive. She's got a lot going for her, and likely a lot of options coming towards her. And there's somebody really needing to rush in to protect, what it is that they feel is theirs. So be prepared for an unexpected arrival of some sort if you are this 9 of Pentacles, because somebody is finally getting ready to take that first step forward, because they've been sitting at the crossroads reliving the past for quite some time when it comes to this spiritual connection, facing all kinds of unexpected challenges. And there's going to be an unexpected shakeup when it comes to a lot of communication coming in, because somebody's been planning taking the next steps, trying to find their bold ambition to be courageous enough to partner up with this pre-empress, who I feel they share a lot of dreams together with. And they've been planning, and I think there's a lot of consequences when it comes to some past choices. And somebody was definitely playing into their pride and their ego. And I think this 9 of Pentacles has been very patient, waiting for somebody to make that final decision, because there was a decision needing to be made, likely between two, juggling two options, whether it was somebody that was a workaholic and wasn't available emotionally, or juggling two people. There is this need to bring balance back into this situation, balance back into your life, and to reprioritize your path moving forward. So I think maybe in the past, somebody did not defend this connection, and now they want to come in and stand up for this connection and what they believe in. Somebody's really working on building their confidence when it comes to making a choice, breaking free from all kinds of conflicting, battling energies, because they've been under the veil of illusion and they've been playing into fear and worry. And there's going to be like a revelation of some sort about, hey, I better get in there quick and do this work, and say, hey, I'm ready to put in the work. Let's do this. Let's work together. Let's figure out how we can find that balance and, you know, bring this loving connection back together, because I'm not confused anymore. I can see clearly now that I need to make a choice, and I've been procrastinating. I've been overanalyzing a situation, and now that I've got the clarity that I need, I'm going to release any addictive behaviors, and I'm ready to take those action steps towards you, because I want to revisit something that, you know, I walked away from. There's a lot of inner child healing taking place in the energies today, and the return of somebody from your past that you likely did have a romantic connection with, and maybe it never really got off the ground. But I think a lot of nostalgia and romanticizing of how things used to be, and somebody unexpectedly coming in with a lot of passionate communication after finding their strength and their determination to face their fear of rejection and to come in seeking that forgiveness. So let's look into this Nine of Pentacles. So I think somebody in the past was very immature and likely was afraid of commitment, afraid of rejection. And maybe they ran away from this pre-Empress. But there is going to be a beautiful new emotional experience here, because somebody is waking up. They're going through an awakening, and they're seeing this pre-Empress in a whole new light. And I feel somebody is getting ready to come forward with an offer of love, a romantic offer of love. And they've been very fickle in the past, but they want to come in and sweep you off of your feet. So this is going to come in very fast. In the past, there was a lack of balance between the two of you. And maybe there was a third-party situation that got in between you. But I think somebody's heart is beginning to flutter. And they see this as a stable, solid foundation. They see this as a spiritual union. So I think somebody's got a lot of gratitude for this pre-Empress. And the divine and the angels are pushing somebody to come forward with that offer. And this is a connection that will bring all kinds of prosperity into your life, all kinds of peace and contentment. And there is going to be a brand new beginning in love here, a brand new emotional experience, a love like you have never known before. And this is a connection that will awaken all of your psychic abilities and all of these spiritual insights. So get ready to receive a love letter or a call or some type of offer. And this will likely lead to a new home, because I do feel packing up and leaving something behind, looking up and, you know, releasing all of these conflicts. I think somebody played into all kinds of opposing opinions with people that didn't matter, that weren't really in this connection. And somebody's getting ready to walk away from all of the drama that's really not worth their time, to stand up for themselves and this connection. There's going to be a relocation, because somebody definitely didn't make a very wise choice in the past. And now there's a lot of regret. So let's look at this moon energy, because there's still something not quite being revealed. And we get the Queen of Swords, the Six of Swords. I think you're not going to see this person headed straight towards you. This Queen of Swords is definitely feeling like this pre-Empress energy. And there was a missed opportunity in the past. There was a false start, a missed opportunity. And there's going to be news of somebody wanting to finish what was started in the past that never really got off the ground. And they're coming right for that Queen of Swords. They're leaving a negative situation, relocating, and coming in for that communication, because there's that illumination, that sun energy. So definitely an epiphany that is going to lead somebody straight towards this pre-empress for a magical opportunity. So whatever plans somebody's been making, they are going to work out perfectly. And I think they've been planning on coming in with something stable and solid. They want to be a supportive spouse. They want to be a supportive parent. And they want everything to turn out beautifully. So I feel this is what you wished for. This is what you prayed for. Wishes are coming true. And this really is a magical time of having faith that everything is coming into full fruition. So you very well could be dealing with a Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Leo a couple of times. We got some water here, Pisces, Taurus, Libra. But I feel there's somebody going in for their wishes, and they've been planning for a long time to take action. Carefully planning to take action, and they're coming in loyal, dedicated, and protective. And I think they know that you're going to be a little bit apprehensive is kind of what I'm feeling. You're going to be apprehensive because of some past, upheaval that maybe the two of you went through. But let's take a look at this Seven of Cups in reversed, because I feel somebody's been going through a period of disillusionment and a major release. Oh, yeah. Somebody's coming in for that missed opportunity. We got the Death card and the Four of Cups in reverse, both in reverse. So there was definitely an ending in the past, and you both had to go through this transformation in order for this new beginning. So a huge release of everything that's been holding you back as part of this spiritual transformation. And there's a major wake-up call, because I think if you don't seize this opportunity, it very well could be a missed opportunity. So in the past, somebody was missing the point. They didn't see how magical this pre-empress was. And they got distracted by all kinds of karmic energies, and they're very discontent and bored. I think they've been lost in their own little world, dreaming of a new start, not really sure how to come in, but I think maybe it'll start with a message, a text, a message, some blunt communication perhaps, but there is the seizing of a missed opportunity after coming out of confusion, and somebody's definitely been dreaming of a fresh start with you, and they're getting ready to push their fears aside and to take that leap of faith after, going into deep inner reflection for quite some time. So a period of self-discovery when it comes to bringing forward an apology for all of the conflict in the past, saying, hey, I've moved on from all of that. I want more from life than that. I know that there's a spiritual energy that the two of you and I share, and I want to make these big life changes because I've made a shift in my priorities. I've left that home life behind. I'm ready to stand up for this connection, and I want to work together with you because you're my person, you're my empress. So somebody knows it's time to take action towards this empress if they want to have success in their life. And it will likely lead to a new creative entrepreneurial endeavor together. And you will work very well with this person, but there is a need to apologize for the past in order for this new emotional experience to come in. And I feel it's about love and compassion. And somebody went towards a manipulative energy in the past. They lacked integrity. And now they're getting ready to make the unexpected choice in love. Maybe they went towards a Queen of Cups that was emotionally manipulating them. And somebody that had a lot of questionable motives. And now they want to follow their heart. And they're getting ready to embrace true and deep love. The Lovers is a true, deep, intimate connection. This is a connection where you'll be able to live out of your heart space, and it will restore your health vibrancy, and it's like this total mind, body, soul recovery, and that's where victory lies. So somebody's planning to make a wise choice and to maybe bring forward public recognition to this empress. And I think there's been a lot of impatience when it comes to taking action, and somebody did receive a lot of poor advice in the past, and they were not very objective. And I feel they're coming forward, communicating clearly how unbalanced their life has been since you two have been apart. And maybe a conversation about this transformation that they've gone through. Taurus, Libra again, and transformation would be like the death card, so scorpionic energy. So somebody's been making significant life changes recently, and they're coming in with that unexpected communication, is kind of what I'm feeling. And I think you feel this coming if you're this high priestess. But let's get a couple last messages from Spirit to close off the reading. When it comes to these energies today, a couple last messages, please. I think somebody wants to restore their reputation with you, and maybe this was a very difficult past life karmic lesson that you both had to heal from. But there is this energy of something coming full circle, and the more positive you stay in your thought processes, the more positive this will turn out. And I think somebody's trying to master a different approach of coming in, because I think before they come in with a lot of passion, but they weren't open in the heart space. So get ready for a lot of external forces to influence you in the energies. That's that Uranus wake-up call. And in order for you to step towards what is going to bring you fulfillment and happiness, and you don't need permission from anybody to live your best life. So a major evolution when it comes to a karmic lesson, working through this difficult pain. And sometimes we got to talk about the pain if we want to heal it. There's no healing anything if we don't feel it and you know, talk about it. So as difficult as it is to have this conversation, I think it's really going to clear the pathway forward. And I think get ready to reach a level of compromise. There's somebody that's been all alone for a while because they definitely self-sabotaged and they've been overthinking, and that's not healthy. Obsessed with, you know, coming forward, and maybe fear of vulnerability, but vulnerability is what is going to be needed if you want to have that healthy space between you and another. And there's a lot of divine protection. So I think somebody is getting ready to come forward with accountability, responsibility, and integrity after a very long time of separation, because somebody's that pillar of strength, that lighthouse. And I think somebody is, you know, being guided by the hands of the divine to come in with that offer. And that's what I have for a message today, guys. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, please feel free to check out that description box below. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.